Hello all, so I'm back for episode 2 of Firmament. So here we are, after returning from the Swan last episode. This pod closed up. So that was an interesting last episode, finding out what the Swan was all about. And now we're going to continue on figuring out what this whole rail system connects to. So again, let's take a look down here. It's very foggy at the bottom there, but I can make out some kind of structure at the bottom of that citadel over there to the right. And it looks like it's on a frozen surface. And then this strange arch. So let's check out how we're gonna get through here. Well, we got this socket right here. We're gonna raise the bridge with this socket over here. And I think we can reach this other side. Just take a look around first. So yeah, there's a little something down there in the frozen lake. And so let's get this other bridge side open. Alright, so we're across. Alright, I think I'm going to take a look up this hill first. So, doesn't look like there's a way to get through this gate just yet. So let's check out this tower over here. Alright, so clearly you can see there's a rail going across the mountain here. Starts over on that side. So the way the ice block is down there like that, I might have to raise it up first. But it goes all the way across to the other side of this mountain somewhere that we can't see yet. So first of all, let's raise it. Alright, so that's about as far as it goes. And forward. Oh, so I just lowered the bridge over there. And there we have it. So I can get on top of this, I think. And there's another socket down there on the floor. So this is train number 2. It says 2 on the side. And let's take a look down. So obviously I can't get across now because it basically lowered both bridges as it went through. And there it is, the ice block. So I see this little bit of a cliff edge over there that I don't know if it's going to be able to get through it. So I might have to raise or lower the ice block again. Alright, so let's see here. Yeah, there's a little cliff edge down there, and I think it's kind of gonna get in the way. First of all, this shows us the height it is from the surface there, so you can see basically there's a lower edge over here on the right diagram, so I believe it'll lower a little bit, but I can't get on it when it's over that far. Doesn't look like it, so I have to move back. Still not. I guess you have to be perfectly aligned. Probably, nope, guess not. So it has to be basically right about there, I guess. Okay, so we're on the train again. Very exposed gears, you gotta be watching where your hands and legs are. This is a factory after all. Okay, so I can ride this thing with the socket over here. But what exactly am I doing? Okay, let's see here. I want to lower this down to the lower ledge. Actually, I want to scale down the adjunct scale a little bit, so maybe about 74. Because it's taking up a lot of the screen on the lower right. So lower both of them to about 74. See how that looks, I guess. Oh, that was a little glitchy. I'm right on the edge. So I guess it looks a little smaller. It's not taking up as much of the space. So I can see my adjunct better. But I want to lower it a little bit more, actually. So adjunct UI scale, and that I'll lower down to maybe 60 something. I do have a big screen after all, so let's see. I guess that's pretty good. I see more. I have adjunct on the right there, which is kind of what I wanted to do, is be able to see it better, you know. All right, so get that socket over there on the tower, and I'm going to lower this to that right about there, I guess. And then move forward with the socket over here. Let's see if I can get a nice perspective for this ride. And somehow I'm kind of hanging on the edge here without slipping off. Alright, so there's the cliff edge over here. And we seem to have made it through, looks like. Alright, so that's a pretty deep drop right there. Very foggy down there. Some kind of a pit at the bottom of the cliff. Nothing much down there except snow and ice, I'd say. Alright, so let's check out what's in this little cave over here. Obviously the gate on the other side. What's this pipe for? I wonder. Okay, so we'll open that up. There we go, right through. Alright, I gotta raise this up again. Now that we're through this. Otherwise I won't be able to get back to the pod for the swan. Unless there's another one somewhere else. So there it is, basically. And it made it through that little cliff down there. So, nice. Alright, now I think I'll check out the other side of this cliff ledge over here. So, here's the station. And there's what... Look up here. Yeah, there's the arch over here. And that station, some kind of a weird one-wheeled train. I don't know exactly what you would call it.
I am sorry for the state of disrepair. I performed all the duties of all the keepers for so many years. Alone. Except for my loyal adjunct. Your adjunct requires the augmentation in each act. Find your way to all of them.
Okay, so it doesn't look like I can reach any of the sockets from here. I tried a few times, so let's see here. Not from here. That one's orange. If it's orange, I can't reach it. Nope, definitely not. If I go down here, maybe. Let's see. So anyway, I don't think I can get across here. I just realized I think this ice block actually has to be over here for me to get across. So up we go back to the top here. Alright, so back to this tower over here to move the train from another side. And I want to move it forward, I think. So you can see it moving a little bit over there. Alright, as you can see on the lower right diagram, I'm just about to hit a cliff right there. Alright, so I gotta raise it up a little bit. And almost there, right about there I guess, and forward. Oh, it's just scraping right on the edge, I bet. Okay. Oh, looks like crane, upper chute, and lower chute closed. So I'm over the chute, whatever it is. So obviously these ice blocks go to some kind of factory through a chute. Imagine living on an ice planet and having to use a factory like this. So here we are. Train can just see it on the edge there a little bit, just barely. And there's the ice block down there. Looks like it's kind of over the chute. So let's take a closer look here. As you can see, this is train number 2. I might have said that before. I wonder where train number 1 or if there's more. Alright. So, let's see. Take a closer look down here where we're at. Just watch my step. You can't literally fall, but not in the game at least. Okay, so we got a little issue here. It's over the chute, but I don't really have a way to get across, and I just realized something. I think I need it to be lined up with the lower platform that has the gears on it. So, I gotta figure this out again. Those little gears kind of move the ice, I guess. But yeah, it has to be probably lined up with that for me to get across. Alright, here we go again. Alright, so we're gonna move it back a little bit. Just to the edge and then down. Oh, that's too far actually. Maybe just to the edge. I'm gonna lower it first. Right about there, and then forward. Maybe I should just lower it just a little bit more. There, that's perfect. Alright. Alright, so here we go again. Alright, look down there. I can't really tell from here if it's lined up, but we'll take a closer look. Yeah, it might work. I think so. Let's see. I think I can get across finally. Alright, good. That looks nice. I'll get across here. So, step on the ice block. It's still pretty secure, I hope. Alright. And onto this ledge over here, platform. Here we are. So that's the chute over here. And I guess that's the lever for the chute up there. Blinking red because it's closed. And we have another tower. Let's take a look at the top of this tower. Alright, so we can go up this, or we'll just look this way first. Alright. So I can move this train and the crane from this tower too, which is nice. We'll raise it up. Right about there. Perfect. Alright, now forward again. And we can watch it go on. Those wheels might start turning too. Oh, not quite. You didn't see it at least. Oh, so crane lock. It's over the right spot, I guess. Alright, so I think I should open this chute. Let's see. Alright, sounded like something opened. And so, crane lock, upper chute open, lower chute closed. So we're stuck. Let's see, what are we gonna do now? Safety vigilance. Make use of appropriate equipment before descending, or something like that. Before descending the ice block. So we gotta make all the appropriate adjustments. So I can see it's open down there. Alright, it's definitely open, but that one looks half closed down there. So we gotta do something about that somehow. Alright, I can't get around this. Alright, let's see if I can go back around this way maybe. Get a few more angles of this. Oh, look down here. I saw that before, that weird tube that was down there. And so, oh yeah, and I gotta figure out a way to raise that bridge up over here too to get across. So, there it is. That's where the ice goes down, I guess, but first of all, we gotta figure out how to open the other side. pretty perfectly fit ice cube there. You'd think they would just make it just a little bit smaller just to be sure it would go down into the chute. Well, anyway. Getting ourselves ready to go down this way. Why do I always talk in the third person this way? It's just a habit of blogging, I guess. Okay, so there's that weird Omni-train, whatever you want to call it. Omni-tram. What are they called? I don't know. It's a big hamster wheel. It's basically a big hamster wheel roller coaster ride, basically. But I'm gonna raise this.
I wish I could speak to you. Do you know who you are? What your story is? Your story is you.
My story is me. Your story is you. What does that mean? Okay, this is an interesting, very fancy hamster ball ride. Here we go. At least it's not spinning around crazy. I'd be really dizzy by now. Alright, another perspective of the arch up there, and we're closer to the level of it. Alright. Interesting decorative fence here. Is it stuck where it is? Okay, for now at least. That's where I came from. Alright. So there's another look at the hamster ball. Alright, so it looks like we might have an elevator here. Oh, we gotta be careful. Like, watch out for those fast-moving things. Like, that thing could have knocked you right in the head, man. So, see, there it is, that thing at the bottom of the lake. So up there on the arch, I'll like pan down, there's something on the lake down there. Alright, so let's see what's going on down here. This is the outside of the elevator tower. It looks like the rail might continue farther down this way. Ambience synth music going on. So there's the top of the arch going all the way down. I know we've looked at it so many number of times. And then what's this over here?
We are keepers.
So what are these? It's got a banner on it with an eye. It's very strange. It's like somebody's watching us. I don't know. So this kind of lines up to that thing, actually. It's a little covered in snow. So what is this thing? Very retro 40s, 50s, I guess?
How is it I could stare at this spire for my whole life and never wonder what was below? Because a box of the story we were told comforted and constrained us. The spire is important. You will return here to completely awaken the embrace.
Whatever that means. So this is a spire. So how does it work? Trying to get a good 360 look at that detail in there. Interesting. So it's got some weird central circular platform here, and I wonder what this is made of. Some kind of metal, I guess. It's got to be a conductive material, I guess. I don't know if I want to be standing here all the time, but there it is. It's pretty much dead on centered with that. So what does this thing exactly do? There's another one of those other structures over there, like the other side. I wonder if it somehow connects. We are on a body of water. That's ice, it's frozen over. So I wonder if something's going on down below the ice. Alright, so look, we've got some kind of conveyor belt down here. And that tower over there has like big gear on it. I don't know, I don't know what this conveyor belt does exactly. It's got some kind of copper barrels or whatever. And it goes all the way over to this, what looks like a dome structure over here at the bottom. Okay, so we've got a whole conveyor belt. Looks like it rotates kind of like going back and forth almost when it moves. So it goes to that dome structure over there, towards the back, I guess. And then, well, I see some socket stuff going on down there. 2 sockets, it looks like. Maybe 4. 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. So there's some stuff to do down there for sure. Now, let's see. Oh, another one of those strange structures. I guess it's on all four sides of this thing.
We are keepers.
So the rail does kind of go around this way to the other side. I guess it eventually can take it all the way to the Citadel. That's all I can think of calling it right now. Alright, so there's another conveyor belt over on this side. I don't know if it's connected to the other one, but it goes right to the dome structure over there. And I noticed there's also a pipe that goes to the dome structure. Interesting. So, the conveyor belt is quite interesting on this side. It goes... just basically leveling it with the ground. Goes down like a belt there. So we have a gate over here too. What's this gate? Doesn't look like I could open it from this side. It's fenced off or whatever on this side. Alright, let's see. There's another one over here. And I think I see a socket up there. So, adjunct time. Alright. Oop, that's backing up too far. I don't have the distance enhancement yet. So, there we go. Opening the gate. That's part of the rail, I guess. Something that holds it in place. Okay, so here's some big factory-looking building. Very metropolis-looking. What is the very interesting tinted colored windows? Very retro looking old building. I like how you can see the reflections of everything on the windows. Well, let's pretend this is just realistic, so yeah. Why wouldn't you? Alright, so let's take a look around down here. There's that big conveyor belt up close. Looks like it would have been an airport walkway, whatever they called those. I remember back in the day when I first was looking at screenshots, I thought that's what this might have represented, but it's actually part of a conveyor belt. And you've got all these copper buckets. Not moving right now, of course. Copper, I think. Does copper... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's copper. It usually turns green if it ages after a while. And it goes down this way. So yeah, that connects to the other side of the dome down there. Arch again. And there's another structure on the side of the cliff over there. I don't know what that does. Oh, and what do we have here? Some other kind of a crane, it looks like. There's a car up on one side of the crane over here. And it's attached to this big circular thing here. So I guess it rotates around on that big circle up there somehow. And then it looks like there's another car over there on the other side of the crane. So, double-sided crane cars. And there's a ladder that goes down there. Can't reach it. but it looks like it's connected to the platform at the top of the building over there. So yeah, and it's got like a little like a diving board there. I don't know if I would go diving with.
We are united.
I wouldn't go diving if like the lake was frozen, but I don't know. Would there ever be a time where it's not frozen? This planet seems like a planet that's always frozen. I wonder if they ever used it as diving boards. So we got all these ice blocks here. It looks like this ice is so solid that it's been frozen for years and years. This is definitely an ice planet, I think. Okay, so I want to turn on ray tracing and just see how it goes with the ray tracing. Alright, so this building looks more open to the outside, so I don't know how the ray tracing is going to work out. So right now, I mean, you can notice just a little bit, I'm going slowly, but there's a little bit of visual lag. But it adds some contrast to the lighting for sure. Alright, let's see. I don't know if I like how laggy it is. Yeah, like, I mean, you can tell. But anyway, the inside of this building, let's check it out. She's very laggy. I might turn the ray tracing off again. These must be parts of crane that aren't assembled yet. Looks like pieces of what that was. Alright, I'm trying to go as slow as possible so it doesn't lag too much. But I might just turn it off. Weird lit display there. Nothing's really running right now. So there's a lot of words up there. I'm not going to read it right now. Yeah, I think I'm turning ray tracing off. It's getting too laggy. I'd say ray tracing is really more of an experimental graphic setting for this game. I wouldn't use it all the time. I mean, it looks fine without it. So, here we are. We care for the world. We care for the equipment, we care for one another, we care for the task, we keep things maintained, we keep things clean, we keep things organized, we keep things as they are. We measure our surroundings, we maintain our purpose, we fulfill our task, we keep things as they should be kept. So, very interesting. Okay. We got a billboard of some lady worker up here. Maintain the firmament. What is she holding? I guess that's an adjunct in her hand. This looks like it could have been back in the 30s and 40s even. Any of those factory areas. So So I think I do like the way this looks better without ray tracing. Honestly, it shows more detail. I think it was too dark. And I like the way the lighting is working without ray tracing, actually. Things kind of reflect and glow a little bit more without it.
We care for our comrades.
I guess it all depends on the situation, how big the area is. Alright. So we gotta figure out how to get these conveyor belt buckets running. Or what they're moving, I don't even know yet. Well, actually, I kind of have a pretty good idea. It's ice. Alright, so we got more crane parts over here, it looks like, that are disassembled. They just leave them up on these weird machines. I guess it's an assembly line for crane parts. And there's a pod over here. Destination added. CURIEVALE Ice Factory. Alright. So I can get back to the Swan from here too, I guess. I'm not going to use it right now. No reason to at this point. I want to explore a bit more. So, this weird central structure. It's some kind of a machine. It does something with the ice, I guess. Oh, there's a big ice block up there anyway, you can see. So yeah, it's definitely something with the ice. I love the lighting and atmosphere of this game, it's so cool. So much detail put into the structure, architecture, and everything. And it looks like there's scaffolding on the side of the wall over there too. You can't reach it, but there's like scaffolding attached up there. Like it's been being worked on. Alright, so let's see what's up here on this level. Alright. Another socket over
I
here
was
with a
taught
red
that
blinking light, like
temperature
the
is
one
what
at the top.
divides ice from liquid from steam, steam from ice. The environment can change it. Jana made me realize that this applies to living things as well as water. I have been changed.
Okay, so I can't get across here. It looks like the bridge is broken or something. But see, there's an ice block over here on that platform over there, and some kind of elevator up there. Alright, let's see what this does. Open. Well, I see something opening at the top over there. So upper chute open and lower chute open, and you can just kind of see it out the corner at the top there. But I can't reach that socket over there yet. And there's a doorway up here to get out, I guess up to the platform where that crane car is. Alright, so that's green. Let's see. So there it is. There's a way to get up there somehow, but I have to advance in another way and then figure out how this whole thing works. So it's back to the hamster ball roller coaster ride. I know that's a silly way of naming it, I guess.
We have all that is
Spire.
required.
And the rail goes around this way. I wonder, it doesn't look like I was able to continue from where I was. It stopped there, but I wonder if there's a way to keep going. Alright, back up we go. Looks like there's plenty of seats for more people. Sure, they have plenty of seats, but you're just standing in the middle, not even bracing yourself. They act like it's going to be a long ride, but it takes only a few seconds. Okay, here we are. Alright, so I don't think I need to go across this way. I'm going to go back down around this cliff edge. Now, how to get this ice block down there? Okay, let's see. Oh, what am I doing? I'm closing it again. Oh. Leave it open. I don't know why I did that. Okay. Read the diagrams before you push buttons. So we want to lower this. Oh, I gotta hold it, I guess. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Oh, yikes. That was kind of fast at first. So it definitely looks like a mine shaft. Another door, hopefully that opens, so I'm not stuck in here. Oh, right, here we are. I have to climb all the way out. That would be quite a climb, man. And there was no ladders that I could see. That would have sucked if it just got stuck. Oh, what? Yikes. Dude, you gotta be careful. I don't think you're really meant to ride with the ice block. It's a little dangerous. Okay, so we're here, and there's where we came from. That's alright. Okay, so it looks like there's some kind of what do you call these? I don't know, but it moves back and forth. Some kind of lift car. A lift car. Okay, so let's call it that. So the ice block is over what looks like a bunch of grinding gears. Oh, I guess that's as far and down. This way. This is the way I couldn't have crossed before. So I assume this socket would would actually be what controls this big machine in the middle. Process is off now. Ice processor. It's the ice processor. There we go. Oh wow, what a mess. Ice is flying everywhere. That's a hungry machine.
We measure.
Oh my goodness, ice flying everywhere. I think they need to put more walls up to keep the ice from like flying everywhere. About this big deal of ice flying everywhere. They should have thought about that. Okay, so anyway, looks like the conveyor belt is starting to move. So we have buckets filling with powdered ice, I guess. Slushies! I didn't bring any flavoring with me, dang it. So that's the big conveyor belt, so it's going to be circling back and forth, I guess, until I figure out what the next thing is. And by that time, it's going to be melted into solid blocks of ice again. Oh, dude, I gotta figure this out fast. Conveyor belt's moving. I'm actually starting this factory up little by little. Now, it's time to go check out the area up here. Okay, so it looks like I can finally access the crane bridge here. And let's take a look. So this is some kind of moving crane bridge. Well, that little cave over there, a lot of icicles and some cutout blocks of ice. I can see something, platforms or something in the back there with stairs. And then, oh wow, the rail is frozen over here. I wonder what that means. I guess that's why I couldn't go any further. Alright, so the conveyor belt's still moving down there. And let's see, there is a bridge at the top here. I don't know how to get up to that bridge over there. It looks like it's behind the gate that we couldn't open. And then down here. So yeah, you can see it moving all the way down to the dome. So it's going into the left side of the building. And there's a pipe that goes from the center there all the way to the right. And then there's some kind of a tower over here too. I wonder what that is. Oh, look, I think there's another one of those trains up there. So maybe I don't need to worry about all these icicles being in the way after all. Alright, let's check out one of these cars for the crane. So what do we got here? Some kind of board with wiring and circuit bits. Oh, those are probably lights like the thing in the factory. I can't go down that way. I can go up. Alright, so back down and go again. So it's not touching the ground, obviously, so I can't go down that way yet. More mechanics here. A lot of switches, it looks like. Fuses and switches and lights and stuff. Pipes on that side, some kind of pipes.
Our task is our purpose.
Alright, so there is the crane over on the other end. And here's a socket for it, I guess. So... let's see... get a good angle here. Alright, I'll move it back. Let's move it forward. I'm gonna see how far I can move it forward, I guess. Okay, so yeah, that's back forward. Oh, you can kind of see from the diagram on the lower right how far it is from one side. So it's getting pretty close to the end. And it reaches out. Probably near the end, right about there. That's it. Okay. And we can move it left and right. I gotta be careful now. Alright, let's see what it looks like from the top then. It basically wouldn't go any farther than the other end of the car on the other side, I would think. So there's a spire over there again. And then the weird wall. There's like statues or something down there on the side of the cliff down there. What is that structure down there? And the pipe that goes from the dome to it to some kind of a power supply. There's the Citadel again. So would this whole thing be made of copper too? Is copper sturdy enough metal for this kind of a structure? Seems like, isn't it a more bendable metal? Or maybe it's just rusted up metal, I don't know. I think it's probably like a rusted up old iron. It's maybe made of iron. Really rusty iron. Alright, so let's see. I'll see if I can figure out a way to get down here. I might be glitching a little bit. The ladder might be glitching. Alright. I blocked, I can't go any further, so... let's see. Move that forward a little bit. Maybe turn it. I guess there's a failsafe where it stops if it's getting too close to something. Blocked, can't move it. Right, left. Right about there, I guess. Let's see. Blocked again, lowering it. Alright, so it's at the bottom now, so I guess the ladder's touching the bottom. It looks like it's rusty iron, metal parts everywhere. Oh, I can't jump down there. And I seem to be having a ladder glitch right now. It's not letting me grab the ladder. I don't know what's going on. I possibly might have to restart a save to get this ladder working again. It's not letting me touch either ladder side. So I'm basically stuck in here until you can see it.
We
You
eat.
can see the ladder touching on the other car down there. So I don't know what's going on. You can see me clipping through the ladder too a little bit. It's acting weird. Cab drive, rotary crane. So this is called the rotary crane. I should start using the right terms. There's a hook for the rotary crane. And well, anyway, that doesn't seem to be helping either. I'm glitching for real. I just walked right through the ladder. Okay, I gotta figure this out. Raise. The crane hook is, I guess, on the other end. Extension, fork cab drive. Left. Lower again. What am I trying to do here? Oh, dude. Alright. I think I have no choice but to try to save and reload. This is kind of like a computer. You turn it off and you turn it on again and something starts working again. So I think what I gotta do is I gotta exit and restart, and these ladders should actually start working again. Right now it's not. I must have touched something that caused a glitch to happen. So it's not letting me use ladders right now. I'm stuck here. That's what games are like. Okay, so we're back in the game again, and let's see if the ladder works this time. First of all, I'm gonna climb up. Oh, it's working again. Awesome. Alright, so that's what I needed to do, just exit the game, I guess. It's annoying when game bugs happen like that. Alright, so we're gonna lower this to the ground again. Watch it not work again. Oh, I'll be so frustrated if it happens. Okay, here we go. Just about level with the ground. Alright, bottom. So. And. Oh, we're going down the ladder. Awesome. So it worked. Alright, I'm free from this. Alright. Here we are. So now you can see the crane cars from the outside here at the bottom, a closer look at them. And then the crane itself. Or the crane hook is what they call it, I guess, the crane hook. It looks like it unfolds somehow. It's not open yet. Alright, so what do we have over here? So there's a gate at the bottom of this. It looks like some other kind of elevator, maybe. And then, well, a lot of ice blocks that got cut out of here, and look at these icicles, amazing. Big icicles up there. And looks like there's a platform up there with stairs. So I'm getting pretty close to the end of this episode actually, and I think our next adventure is going to be figuring out how to get up on that platform up there somehow. And it looks like it's possible. Obviously going to be using the rotary crane to get up there.
We are the keepers.
So I would assume that big surface at the top there is where I have to put the crane. Not the crane, but the bridge end of it. So that'll be the first task when we get back to this next time. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed watching. Interesting factory of firmament on CURIEVALE. Very interesting looking place. It was fun.